Randolph is a well-respected author, empowerment speaker, personality, and corporate development coach. He basically motivates people and inspires people to live their highest vision by collecting and disseminating inspiring stories. Aligned with what he loves to do best, Mr. Fine Country decided to inspire and motivate people to live their best after going through a lot of his own ups and downs. He is the proud alumnus of the Dale Carnegie School of Public Speaking and Corporate Coaching. He is a member of the Executive Toastmasters in Atlanta, Georgia, but is open to other applications, other clubs. And what makes him unique? He is worthy of mentioning that he completed his CC manual, all 10 of his features, in 4 months. Impressive, huh? He's quicker than Sandy. Please help me welcome Mr. Randolph Fine.
Good evening.
Good evening.
We need a sign to rally the people, to call them to arms, to bring them in line. Jim, about 3 Thursdays ago, you were absent when I said what I'm about to repeat again tonight. That only a man that knows not his God can boldly say, there is no hope. Friends, countrymen, lend me your ears. For freedom and fear are at war when it comes to facing our giants in life. While the definition is relative to each individual, know this fact, people, that we must all have challenges in this world. But most importantly, how we choose to respond might not only bring us hope for tomorrow, but it will also inspire a new generation. Let me tell you my story. She loved me more than the whole wide world and back again. And Rush, the last time I checked, I was not Denzel Washington. So soon after graduating from college, I got married to my high school sweetheart. Life was rough, but our love kept us strong. So you can imagine the excitement on her face when I made my first break and dangled in front of her the keys to a new car. But within a blink of an eye, Judy, that celebration turned into confusion. Because you see, my wife, Fatima, was pregnant at the time. So the excitement caused her water to break.
Oh.
Oh, what an excited father I was when the nurses slid the bundle of joy into my hands. And just as I was getting ready to break the news to the family, Mike, and praise my God, the unthinkable happened. Mr. Fine Country, your wife Fatima has just slept into coma. Three days later, a ghost, you say? A ghost, maybe. She was like a ghost to me. Because 1 minute there, then she was gone. My wife died to be with the Lord. So days preceding the funeral, I chose to remain incommunicado because, you see, I tried to make sense out of what at the time made no sense to me. So on the day of the funeral, it then came time for me to deliver the eulogy. I walked up to the lectern in front of over 500 people. And all of a sudden, magic happened. Chineke enyewa imela otito dirigi mama. Yes, Rush, that's what I sang in front of the congregation. And in English, it simply means, my God, that gives children, I thank you. Praises to your name, you have done well. See, I came to a T-junction, if you will, and I had to make that choice between freedom or live in fear. So rather than dwell on burying my wife, I chose to celebrate her life. Rather than dwell on the dark side, I chose to look up the bright side. Now watch this, folks, it gets more exciting. Rather than dwell in fear and uncertainty, I chose freedom! Not only did that begin a new leaf of life for me and my kids, but I cannot begin to tell you how an agony that happened to me 10 years ago had inspired me to motivate over 4,000 members in a group I formed on Facebook. Let's be reminded, people, freedom and fear are at war. And as this war intensifies, let my word go forth that I am currently recruiting freedom fighters that will go into battle against fear. And as a prerequisite, Sandy, when life gives you lemon, make lemonade. As a prerequisite, when life plunges you from your blind side, sometimes you might fall flat on your face, but continue to keep the faith and look up the bright side. As a prerequisite, I demand that rather say, why me? Go down on your knees and ask your God to show you how to turn your pain to gain. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests, having been recruited as a freedom fighter, not only will you be able to turn your fears to friends, not only will the universe salute you for inspiring a new and inquisitive generation. Oh, but like those brave French Revolution soldiers, as depicted in the hit movie Les Miserables, you'll be able to look at fear dead in the eye with your head held up high and sing, red, the blood of angry men, black, the dark of ages past, red, a world about to dawn, black, the night that ends, Toastmaster.